everyone, I've got this witch journal to show you today. So this is a journal that I've made for a swap on Facebook, but before I send it off I wanted to do a video on it and I thought I would share that with you. So it's taken me about a week to do. Yeah, finished it today. With finding all the bits you want, printing them out, cutting them out, you know, colouring them in. When I say colouring them in, I mean inking the edges and that. It takes longer than you think sometimes. Anyway, I've made a spine dangle, and on the spine dangle I have put all of the things. So we've got a witch's cap there, we've got a frog there, we've got a is it? I can't remember what you call them all. Then we've got a witch's hat, we've got a little cog there, we've even got a little tiny cauldron. Look at that cauldron, love it. And there's a feather, there's a little purple stone, there's a black crow there. Yeah, and then on the front I've put this, it's a clock with a picture of a witch in the middle, and on the front it says spells and hexes, which I've edged in black lace, and then I've added one of these for a closure. I was so pleased that the closure fitted. So let's have a look inside. So on the first page, I always like to do a big pocket on the first page, and inside I've put some journaling cards there, and on the back of the journaling cards I've like tea dyed them, and I've done a darker edge on them. I think it's called black coffee, the edging, something like that. So we've got tea and coffee in there. Then I've added some little things in here. There's a hand of Fatima, that says it is, so thought that would be interesting. I know nothing about witches and witchery. This is a tarot card, but I have enjoyed making it because it's something different, something I don't normally do. And then in here I put a little sticker and a little butterfly cut out. That is a little tiny envelope. I love those little tiny envelopes. Then I've put a sticker on the front of it as well, and that pocket says instant brew on it. Then we've got some dancing witches here, a coven of witches, and then I've made a dangle on this journaling card. There, look. So it's got ribbon and it's got a broomstick on it. We've got a little flower there that I've glued in. We've got... Oh, where have all these stickers come from? I didn't even know they were all in there. Oh. We've got this journaling card with a clock on it and some flowers. I just thought that went in fairly well. Then we've got this one that is butterflies. I like those because it's on dark paper. They look more like moths, don't they? So I had those two at the back with their ribbon on, and then this one at the front with the dangle on. Throughout the journal I've put little, I've got a roll of bugs, and I put them on and put the coffee, the black, I think it's called black coffee, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, I put that on it. Then this was from a book I've got on, is it called palm reading or fortune telling? One of the two, and it's a really old book, one that I found in a charity shop, and I've actually used quite a few bits out of it for the witch journal. This is a page to write on, and on the edge of this page I've stuck some lace, which of course shows on the other side as well. Then I've got more of these adverts. These were from a card book, a book of card stock that and these were in it, so I've cut them all up and used them. This is another piece from the I think it's a palmistry, how to read your palm book, something like that, and it's got all these different things in which I thought were really interesting. Then I've done a 3-tier pocket here. You see the really long journal card at the back goes right from the top to the bottom. Then I love this. I saw this on saw a picture of it in someone else's journal and I thought, oh, I love that, so I've done the same. Well, it's similar, it's not the same. Then I've put a couple of journaling cards in there. Over here I've done a corner tuck and I've decorated it all up, and it's got poison hemlock there, look, and some numbers and a moth. And then inside we've got a little cat there with some pumpkins, but it's a black witch's cat. And then we've got another one of the moth stroke butterfly things. We've got a big owl in this pocket. I really liked this wolf picture, so I used that. I've popped a couple of stickers in there, unused, you know, they can be used throughout the journal if desired. Then on the next page, I like this idea. These are from the palmistry book again. So they're little pictures that I've cut out, and then I've just attached them to a piece of ribbon with a paper clip, and then I've glued this little black flower over the paper clip on the front. Then over here we've got an envelope, and it's velcroed closed, but inside it is a bit of very aged paper that I printed out and tore the edges of and coffeed it all up and everything, so it looked really old and that. So I popped that in there with a black tree on there, and that's a little dangly bit there, look, on a bulb pin. We've got lace along this page. We've got the word medieval there, and I thought, why not turn it into a little tuck spot? And we've got a witch's hat and a little bottle there. Another one of the little insects there. I've got these two bottles here, and then on the corner of this card I put a little witch's cat and a bit of twine. Then we've got this coffin shaped card there to be journaled on. Then on the next page we've got this little pocket to pop this in, with a little dingly dangly bit on it, on a bulb pin again. That's the moon with stars on it, and there's some beads and a ribbon on there. Then over here we've got another pocket behind this picture of a crow, and we've got this beautiful fairy stroke witch on that card, and then a few little bits clipped into the corner. Over here we've got the gorgeous, I love this cat so much, in the cat journal. And then I've tucked a little notebook behind it, and for the notebook again I've used paper that's, it looks older than it is, obviously, because I've just printed it out on my printer, but I tore the edges on it and blacked it off, and yeah, I thought, well, that can be written on, can't it? And it looks more witchified, I thought. Then I've got an altered paper clip here holding this little envelope down, and inside the envelope is a little card, the same as what's on the front basically, but you can journal on that. So that's held in with the paper clip. And then on the other side I've made a big I designed and made this myself, so it, you know, it's not marvellous, but it's my little folio that I've made. So inside it we've got a pocket here with a little pocket on the front. There's a little envelope in there with something in it. There's a little tuck spot there with a card in it. There's some little cards on here that can be written on. There's some little cards here that can be, there's some little journaling cards there in these little pockets. On this end I made a big long tuck and a big long journaling card, and that one too. They both can be written on the back of. They're not, you know, the paper's not so dark that it can't be written on. Then flipping it over, I swapped the side of the card I was using, and I've used this card throughout the journal. and I've put the little bugs on here as well, just to tie it in with the journal, and the black lace as well. And we've got a little tuck spot on the front of here that I've popped, well, that one's fallen out, but I've popped a couple of stickers in there. There's a journaling card there, there's a journaling card there, and there's a little sticker in there as well, so those stickers can be used throughout the journal. And then it does close with Velcro, so that was another little thing that I've popped, well, little thing, it took me longer to make that than it did the blooming journal, I think. Well, no, not quite. Then I made these little I cut these pockets out and stuck them on. You can see that's the same card there as that, and I've used it on a tuck spot as well somewhere. And we've got the insects again. Yeah, I've done a corner spot with that card. Look, this was a freebie on one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, from a lovely lady called Becca Davis. She does So Darn Twisted is her channel. It's a great channel, and she does some gorgeous journals, and she's a really nice lady. So yeah, then here I've got some more journaling cards that I've tucked in behind the picture of the wolf. Then over here I've got, this again was from the book. I did put paper on the back of that one so that it could be written on, and then these were from a printout that I've got. I put lace on the edge of this page with a little dingle dangle at the top there. And then over here we have got, and they keep falling out, we've got some stickers stuck into these little tuck spots here and here. And then this one I made a side tuck and put the bigger card in there. Here we've got this beautiful cat again. I cut the profile of it out and stuck it top and bottom, and so we could fit the paper in behind it, folded paper. On here I got these leaves on Temu, and what I did was I darkened them with the coffee stain that I've been using the edges with, that I've been doing the edges with, and I thought, well, I'll just pop those in. They're just nice and tactile, and I loved how they came out. So then we've got a witch in another one of the adverts that I've got there. On this page, this came out of my antiquarian sticker book. I liked that and thought I'd leave some writing space there. This one is a corner tuck with a butterfly in it. In here, this again is from the antiquarian sticker book. This is a 2-tier pocket, and you can see that the wolf just peeps out between those two pockets. I love that. Yeah, and that can go in the front like that. And then this is from the antiquarian sticker book as well. And this card I thought really matched the roses well. That page I've left for writing, but I did put a couple of little bugs on it. Another one of the cat belly bands, and I put this notebook in there, look, and I did the double-sided paper again so that it looks older, but it can still be written on. And then over here we've got a journaling card, and behind it I tucked a piece of folded paper, which is similar to the pages. The pages I've downloaded people's whole stores. I've got 3 whole stores that I downloaded their whole, I mean, they weren't massive stores, but so I've got sort of little bits of everything. I've not got like whole journals of things, but I've got little bits of everything, which is what I wanted. So I was really, I was pleased to find little bits like this in it, little bits like this paper, and I thought, oh, that'll be perfect for a witch's journal, and I loved it, so I've used that for that. On here, this is the same as the card we had earlier, but I've put a picture of a witch in a red outfit, and she has got a cat on her knee. She's from the antiquarian sticker book, and she's been blackened off a bit with the coffee. And then inside there we've got the same card, but it's got a big spider on it, so I hope the person that's getting this journal isn't as scared of spiders. And then I put a little dangle on the on the paper clip, which is a little owl, which is just very inconveniently come off the paper clip, because that's what happens. There we go. Let's pop it back on. There we go. Then on the other side of the page, I just put these two little tags on the paper clip with a bulb pin that can be unpinned and they can be taken off. And then I've got the little tuck spots on this page. The bigger one there's got recipes for love and things like that on it. Then we've got a little tag in behind the butterfly. Then on this page we've got a pop of colour with this. This was from a greetings card. And then I glued some black lace on it. I covered most of it up with this big word, enchanted. I've got a big card inside it. On this side we've got a little, well, it's not little, but it's a smaller card, and it's got a flower and a little bit of decoration in the corner there, and we've got a coven of which is similar to what's on the front. Over here we've got the other half of the skeleton, and then we've got some more bugs. I've put quite a few journaling bits in here because on this page it's just a picture, and they're just stickers from the Antiquarian sticker book that I thought would fit in well. So yeah, and then on this page we've got a black cat that I've cut out and made into a pocket, and in the pocket, well, I think it's, yeah, it is actually a pocket. I was going to say I think it's a tuck spot, but it's not, it is actually a pocket. So we've got a coffin shaped card in there, we've got another owl, we've got a soothsaying advert from that. Yeah, I found a whole 12 by 12. I've used some before actually, and it was in a card pad, a 12 by 12 card pad, and it was, the whole thing was covered in those adverts, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's going to be just right. So I cut them all out and used them throughout this journal. I love it. Then I've got a hidden paper clip here, not a hidden, oh yeah, it is hidden, isn't it? It's hidden under there. Can you see this here, look? Let me show you what I've done. This was a little, it was a moth picture that I printed off and cut out, and then what I've done is I've painted it with, it's actually with this, which was left over from one of those, one of the kits. I got the turtle in my kit. You get a kit and you have to use the UV light to harden it. So I used this, this was the leftover, it's UV resin. And I painted this moth with the UV resin, and then I cured it under the UV lamp, and it looks enamel. Yeah, I love it. I've done that with a few things. And then tucked under there I have a Ouija board envelope with a Ouija board card inside it. I thought that was quite good for the witch journal. And then there's lace on the edge of that page again. Then for the corner of this page I just literally popped that word onto that piece of card and stuck it across, and then that just fits in there nicely. And then I thought, if the owner of the journal wants to write on here, they can hide the writing with that and write on the back of it. Then over here I've got two little what look like filing cards, but I thought they fitted in well because they're grey, and I popped a couple of journaling cards inside those. So yeah, I was pleased with, I really liked those, and they were in one of the I actually bought on Etsy I thought it was like full journals that I was buying. I mean, I should have thought about it more really, but it wasn't. It was parts of journals, and they were parts of witch journals. So I got like little bits of a fire witch, a forest witch, that sort of thing. And yeah, these were in there, so I cut those out to use. This was in it, and I used that. Yeah, I got a few bits out of it. This is another one of the clocks that I used. so it ties in with the front. I'm a bit worried that this might be stuck in here. Oh no, we're all right. Yeah, that is a beautiful witch there, look. And then we've got another one of the coffin shaped cards, which was with one of the witch journals that I downloaded. And then in here, the last page, we've got a coffin one, a big spider, and a witch holding a crow there, another beautiful witch holding a crow. So yeah, that is my witch journal, which I thought, and these are out, this is from the Antiquarian sticker book. And of course the word, I made the word, well, I didn't make the words up myself. What I mean is I found the words, typed them and printed them. That's what I did. I didn't make them up myself, obviously, but yeah, I chose what words I was going to use from a list that I found of words to do with witches or witch related words on Google. So yeah, I wrote a list out and then I typed them out and printed them. So yeah, so yes, I hope you enjoyed seeing the flip through of my witches journal. I shall upload it after the owner of the journal has got her journal. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.